1. Kim collapses in a shock poisoning mystery. Kim is resolute about visiting the Dingles, though Graham is doubtful. Lydia is adamant that this dinner must build bridges, and after a rocky start, the occasion takes a more positive turn, until Kim suddenly begins to choke. She collapses and falls unconscious, and there's panic as Kane and Liam lift Kim and take her to hospital. Before long, the Dingles are wary of each other as they discuss what's happened, and Graham suspects foul play when Jacob explains Kim's symptoms point to severe mushroom poisoning. The suspects gather in the Woolpack backroom, where Graham arrives with this news, just as Kane and Caleb are at each other's throats. 2. Kane falls under suspicion as Kim accuses Joad. With confirmation that the mushrooms are behind Kim's emergency, all eyes are on Sam. When Sam says Kane told him where to forage for them, adding that he thinks Kane could have tried to kill Kim, Kane feels betrayed. Meanwhile, Jo rushes to Kim's side, where she accuses him of crocodile tears. An annoyed Jo seems sincere as he vows to Kim that he's innocent. As Kim mulls over his words, she's left uncertain. Who made this latest attempt on her life? 3. Paddy suffers new mental health crisis. Keen for a distraction, a suspended Paddy is relegated to reception and admin duties. But when Paddy botches an attempt to help a desperate client's cat, Vanessa is disappointed while Rona chastises him. Paddy tries to stay positive for Dylan's sake when they receive a letter with their court date, insisting that they still have some fun. Paddy and Mandy are proud when Eve gives Dylan a drawing of their family, which includes him. But when he heads back to the vets, Paddy stares at the bolt gun and has a flashback to his attempted suicide. 4. Paddy turns to Marlon for help. The traumatic reminder panics Paddy, who flees to Marlon's in a frantic state. Marlon pulls his friend into a hug, but Paddy continues to spiral over his family's future and the prospect of going to prison. Marlon tries to stop him catastrophizing, but as Paddy's despair deepens, Marlon has an idea. At Celia's farm, the pair smash the place up with sledgehammers, but after boosting Paddy's spirits, can Marlon come to terms with his own demons? 5. Jo makes his cruelest move yet at Butler's farm. Not content with having taken over ownership of Butler's, Jo orders the workmen to demolish everything in one of its old fields. This includes Holly's memorial, despite Kim previously promising Moira that the family would always have access to Holly's burial site. How will the Bartons and Dingles react to Jo's cruel decision? We can't see this going down well with Kane. 6. Jacob takes a stand against Dr. Todd. When Jacob witnesses Dr. Todd manhandling and shouting at a patient, he's determined to do the right thing. Although scared of how Todd will respond given her behavior towards him, Jacob prepares to stand up for the vulnerable patient. Will he regret crossing his bully of a supervisor? 7. Tracy prepares to leave the village. With Tracy confirming plans to move out of the village with daughter Frankie, she's soon all packed up and raring to go. Tracy remains hopeful that Kane will make it in time to say goodbye to his granddaughter. But with Kane under suspicion over Kim's poisoning, on top of everything else he's facing, will he miss the moment?